Hey guys, this is Monami Frost and this is Tattoo Q&A. Riley DTD, which of your tattoos took the longest? If you would have to think about in times of sessions or if you're talking about one sitting, then I think the longest one was on my leg, which was a collaboration with my husband and his friend Emil, Supertramp. It was back of my leg on my thigh. It took about 9 hours in total, I think. It was in a convention and it was super easy. I was super surprised. That's why I said that long. And then I had this one and that was as well, was all the way from here to there, and that was about 8 hours. But in terms of, I don't know, sessions, I think probably my back would be the longest one, but you can't really measure tattoos. So basically I could measure all my body and just say that it's all big, one huge tattoo. Oh, this is an interesting question. Miss Channy Smith is asking, if you were to show a 10-year-old version of yourself what you look like now and all of your tattoos, how you think she would react? That would be really interesting. I constantly think about myself. Sometimes I want to like go back in time and kind of tell myself when I was little to not worry about life and everything and just be happy and everything. It's been like so many difficult times and stuff. In the matter of tattoos, I think she would be kind of shocked. She would have never thought, but then I think she would look at it and think, damn, that's cool. But I remember when I was about 6 or 7, I constantly thought, how was I gonna look when I was 16 or 17? And I was watching this sitcom Step by Step, if you guys know, and I remember looking at Karen and Dana and thinking, oh, they're so beautiful. I wish I was like that when I will be like 16 and 17, super girly girl. But I was never like that anyway. Like when I was little, I was always like super boyish, kind of tomboy, being friends with boys most of the time than girls. At first she would be like, really? Are you serious? And then she would be thinking, that looks cool. I always liked something a little bit different than everyone else. Black to Clouds is asking, when did you get your snowflake tattoo and did you have it redone? Because white ink is fading quickly, isn't it? Actually, I have it done only once. Maybe it looks slightly yellow now, I don't know, because the lighting might look yellow, but it is actually quite white and I haven't had it redone and it is just the way it is. And obviously I'm not spending a lot of time in the sun, maybe only in summertime when I go somewhere, but in England we don't get too much sun, so kinda for the skin that's good. I think it was about 4 years ago, maybe already, maybe like 3.5. It's been a while. Lithium.snow is asking, is it not weird to look at your stomach and see yourself though? No, like I don't see it as kind of myself. I see it as a tattoo, a picture, a meaning, a symbol of, I don't know, just kind of represents me. And then there's that true love saying, A and G, my true loves. It's all about shapes and everything and artwork. So no, I don't think it's weird. It's just a picture. Maria 3WB, are you gonna get any colored tattoos? I don't think so. I really love black and gray, and my husband does black and gray, and my husband, I think he's my favorite tattoo artist, and I'm so happy about it that I can get tattooed by my favorite artist and don't have to really go to anyone else, and it's just the best deal ever. Forever Darksided is asking, what made you decide to black out an area? I'm thinking of doing the same because I hate my half sleeve. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Do it if you want it, if you think it's okay. If you have a bunch of tattoos, it shouldn't be a problem. I love my black sleeve every day. I think it's one of my favorite tattoos. I love it so much. I love black work, I love the way it looks. And what made me do it? I just wanted a black sleeve. And the fact that I had like some old stuff there just made it kind of not use an extra space, empty space to black out something and get something even more done. So that's why I used the stuff that I already had. But if you want to do it, do it. There's a bunch of reasons, and I think it's okay if you like have old tattoos and you don't like them anymore and you get it covered with a black. I think it's cool because I love black work. And if you love it, go for it. Arini KPQ, I'm not sure how to say it, sorry, is asking, how much money do you spend for all your tattoos? Do you want to get more tattoos in the future? I think everybody's wondering, and a lot of people have asked me this question. I know you guys are gonna hate me for this kind of. I actually haven't really spent almost any money, maybe I think about $30 something on one of my tattoos, I think. But then again, my husband is tattooing me all the time, and obviously he's not charging me, but the matter of fact is that me and my husband, like, obviously are sharing money, and he's buying all the supplies and everything, and still all the time that he has to take off work, which he doesn't get paid for that day if I am obviously not paying. Can't really say that I'm not paying anything for them, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And about the future tattoos, I think I talked about this already. Fabio O. Figuera. How do I book a session with your husband? Everyone knows my husband is my tattoo artist, and he isn't a tattoo artist. He is almost booked up for, I don't know, months in advance, and he just opens up bookings in a day and like books a couple of months in advance and just doesn't take bookings for a couple of months again. And only the people that are really fast can get booked in with him, and he only books in the stuff that he wants to do, like the art that he does. If you have seen any of his tattoos that he does, it is basically one style, dark trash realism, that my husband created. That is basically all that he does. The people that are asking for regular tattoos, he's referring them to somebody else because somebody else might do them better, because my husband is specializing in this one area. So if you want to book in with him, check his Instagram. I will link it below so you can check it out and see all of the updates of him opening his books, and diary will be up there, and that's the way you can book. Flex Creature. Do you ever regret getting all your tattoos so young? Which tattoo is your least favorite? Love you. Love you. No, I don't. I am so glad that I've got them done now. I think it's a lot easier when you're young to handle the pain. I don't know, it's a theory me and my husband are talking about constantly. When you're young, you're super excited to get tattooed and get new tattoos. So I think that's when the pain isn't that bad, when you're more excited than feeling more pain. And as well, that I can finally be who I am in my body that I think is my body, with tattoos and everything. I think that's pretty awesome, and I don't really regret any. It's really hard to say which one is the least favorite, because kind of love them all pretty much the same. Maybe some are more favorite. xxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxxx8 years ago, I've talked about this on one of my videos about my first tattoo. Megan Louise is asking, do they all have a meaning behind them, or did you get some because you like them? I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I don't really have a meaning to every single one. I just love them the way they are. I kind of have meanings behind most of my tattoos, maybe not most, maybe a couple. I just love them. I love it's an art. I love it. St. Thom is asking, would you pay for your girl's first tattoo? I think that's meaning about my daughter. When she's old enough and when I've talked through it with her, I think probably my husband would do it. Or not, I don't know, but it would be maybe after when she's 18 and we've talked about all of this and everything, and she's really informed, and if she really wants to do it, then I guess we would do that, yeah. Nat Backpacks is asking, would you ever get tattoo removal? I think so. If I ever run out of space, like I said before, and if I want to get something done more, thought about this, that I just kind of want to know what it feels like and want to know what is it with tattoo removal and everything. Kind of want to experience it, so probably I will get it done at some point. Gian Duff is asking, since when you're passionate about tattoos? I think my first memory of like tattoos or anything was when I first saw Eminem, that he had like his daughter tattooed on his shoulder, and I thought it was super cool. And I think I was about 8 or something, maybe less, maybe 7, I don't know. It was a long time ago, but thought it was awesome. Lady Dakova is asking, did you ever faint after a long session or felt dizzy? I had that once, kind of crazy experience. I love you. Love you too. I have never fainted actually. I don't know like how that feels, but I do feel really dizzy, kind of slightly feeling drunkish. I think it's the body trying to understand what is going on, and all the immune system is fighting all this scratched skin and everything. So it's normal, I think, to be dizzy, and sometimes I feel even a little bit dizzy for the whole day and maybe the next day, but usually just for one day. And it's only when I'm doing like huge sessions, when it's really painful. It is a crazy experience. Sean Meeks is asking, what's your favorite hand tattoo? I would say my lettering, if you know it. Greatness lies in the power of thought. Be limitless. I love this tattoo. Wildcat Nil is asking, what font is your devotion tattoo in? And it is not a font. My husband drew it up, and all like freehanded, kind of not on my face freehanded, but on the paper. So it is not an actual font that you can download or whatever. So sorry, but I bet there's some that you can find that are similar and everything. Clarka Tempelu is asking, do you sometimes want to have body without tattoos? No. I really feel weird. If you've seen my video, my blank is boring video, you can check it out somewhere here. It felt so weird when I got my all body covered with paint and everything, so you wouldn't see my tattoos, and it was so freaky. I just felt so weird. I couldn't wait to wash off that paint and be myself again. It was really weird. I almost felt like I was gonna cry, and I was like so happy when I washed it all off. So no, I don't think so. Monique 6688 is asking, how do you come up with inspiration for your tattoos? Actually, it is me and my husband usually that we talk about tattoos and like all kinds of different things. And usually on my legs, for example, I get a bunch of film characters, if you've noticed. Some of the meaningful movies and some of the movies that I really like, I'm getting them tattooed. The characters that I really like from the movies. That's kind of how I'm getting there. And kind of expressing how I feel inside and everything into these tattoos and everything. Sanis Insta is asking, what is your secret to keep them as dark as possible? No really secret. It all depends on a tattoo artist as well. Obviously, what inks they use and like how they use them and everything to get them as dark, because I know a lot of my husband's customers have like really dark and like beautiful tattoos, and I know a lot of people that have like really light tattoos, and it all depends kind of on like the artwork and the artist that has done the tattoos. And obviously aftercare, if you're taking good care of it, and if you're not going in sunbeds, and if you're not sunbathing all the time, and you're not damaging your skin, then obviously they will look really nice and the way they should be. No really secrets there. Good tattoo artist, always the key to good tattoos. Sweet potatoes, how long did it take for your back piece to completely heal? I don't know how long it took to heal, but I got it done in about 6 months altogether, with like a bunch of gaps where we didn't get tattooed because we didn't have time. So it basically was kind of healing, and sometimes we did a couple of sessions like in like 3 days. Every day we would get something tattooed in some like a different place, and they would be healing and everything. I think the last session was 4 or 5 months ago, and it is all healed super great and everything, and I love it. You can check out my video where I kind of take you with me to all the process slowly. I haven't filmed like everything, but I talk about it, and you can watch it if you're interested about my black back tattoo and like what's the meaning. Blonde Souls is asking, is there any prep you should go through before you decide to get a tattoo? One important thing that you need to remember is that you need to be 100% sure if you want to get tattooed, and you need to do your research, and there's a lot of more different things that you need to know, and I think I will probably do a video on that about getting your first tattoo and everything. But yeah, and you need to know what you want to get tattooed. That's kind of taking it like shortly answering to it. Isabella Cristianos is asking, are any vegan? So I guess it is a question if my tattoos are vegan, and my husband is using vegan ink, Silverback, and it is a vegan ink, and he's using everything else that is vegan for the tattoo. Not only ink has to be vegan. You can check out my husband's YouTube channel, and he will definitely be making a video about how to make a fully vegan tattoo, so stay tuned. Sydney Ali Sage is saying, in your armpit tattoo video, I was waiting for you to mention the healing process and to take care of it when you first get it. I am so sorry I didn't mention the healing process in my armpits video. It is hard for me to wrap it all up in my head when I'm talking, and I'm trying to just talk with you guys and not have any like kind of scripts or anything, any cheat sheets to check out like what I'm talking about or what I'm not. And that's why I made this kind of video, so I would answer your questions, because it's easier for me to explain more of what you want to know. So healing for my armpits was actually really easy. Maybe a little parts of like on the back was kind of really weird and annoying, but it healed like really fast. I didn't use any cream for about maybe first 2-3 days or 4 days, because I like to leave them to dry, so that way they don't get as sore, at least for me, because when I start using a lot of cream, they start being like really soggy in that cream and everything, and then they start sticking to everything. Not good. Brennan Beckwith is asking, what prejudice have you faced because of your tattoos? I haven't faced that much, but most of it was that I was a young mom and I was tattooed, and constantly nobody took me serious. Doctors or something, when we were talking about my daughter's health and everything, nobody would kind of take me seriously. But now when I'm kind of older, I don't really have any issues or anything, just the stares and like probably the thoughts that are going through people's minds when they're looking at me, but that's about it. Be Limitless, I like your nickname, girl. Which one did your husband enjoy tattooing the most? My husband really doesn't enjoy tattooing me almost at all, but I think he really loves the Eminem, how it turned out and everything. And I think the Leonardo DiCaprio portrait on my leg, the Revenant one. Every time we have to get tattooed, he's like super nervous and everything, because he's worried about, so obviously he loves me so much and I love him so much, and he like worries about that he will not do the best job he can sometimes when we're rushing something because we don't have enough time, and when we want to get something done, he's just worried. So many questions, guys. This is gonna be the longest video ever. Last question. Dallas Lindsay is asking, what is your favorite tattoo? And a bunch of other people are asking that. I think my favorite tattoo is my snowflake. Most of my tattoos, like my black arm is one of my favorite tattoos, my lettering is one of my favorite tattoos, my palms are one of my favorite tattoos. Like, I love them all. Seriously. So guys, let's wrap this up. This has been a crazy long video. I hope you found out a lot more what you wanted to know. Thank you so much for all your questions. I love you so much. If I haven't said it again, said it before, I'll say it again all the time. You guys are super awesome. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! And don't forget that you can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram, and all of the links are down below.